we done it really tough. We lived in a tent caravan, and then we eventually built a shed. And we had no water, no power, no electric, no toilet facilities, hardly any food on the hilltop. And we used to pray, and I found this old mat, this old rare mat, this old shed that we built. I put this round mat in the middle of the floor. And we used to stand in that mat, me and my son, my kids, my sons and my late wife, and we used to pray. Every night we used to pray. We mostly used to hold hands. And we didn't know what we were doing, because we hadn't been to church, we weren't church people, we didn't know nothing. We just knew that God was working. We knew there was something supernatural that kept happening. Right? We knew that God kept turning up, and He turned up in the most peculiar ways, and He weren't religious, He wasn't holy, you didn't have to be fantastically perfect for Him to rock up. You just had to need Him. That's all you needed to do, need Him. And when you called out, He just turned up with something. That's how we got on. That's how we knew that it was real. We didn't know it was by real Bible. I'd never read a book in my life until I was given a Bible. Never read a book. When I read that thing, it jumped into my heart. So we were on this prayer mat and we were praying. And I was praying for stuff because I'd been coming from business life and an entrepreneur and all that stuff of my life. If you've seen my life story, I don't want to go there this morning. But you know, I had money and I knew how to deal with money. And I knew what money did, and I knew how we could get on. So I started to ask for things that would help us get back on our feet. And one night we were praying for something, we were praying for things, and we were living bad. Like, we were really bad in that. We were living. My third son Jonathan, who's written these books, Pastor Jonathan now. He went to 10 countries, and he said, Dad, when he came back, he said, we were living worse than these people in these foreign third world countries, Dad, in this nation. He said, Dad, do you realise we were living worse than them? I said, well, I was too proud even then to go and sign on or anything like that, and we just survived. But I was praying for things that we needed to get our prosperity back, because I knew that if you worked and God blessed you, you started to earn, and that's how we got back. And so God gave me this earth moving business and development business for nothing. It's amazing. Just amazing. He gave me stuff that I never had no money, and it just things would be given. We would pay for it, but we were given stuff. It was just a great favour. And so I'm praying on this mat. This is why I wanted to encourage you in prayer. I'm encouraged on this mat, and I'm praying, right? And I'm praying this prayer for this excavator machine. And my wife, late wife Rosemary, she said, God, we don't want that. We want to get this house around. So we're still washing up in a bowl. We're still tipping water from the service station. We've got no water to wash in, and we need some help, God, in this place. And I said, oh, well, you've killed my prayer. You've killed my prayer. And I felt, really hit. And we went off to a home group. This was all new to me. We went off to a home group, and we sat on the carpet with a young fella called Michael playing a guitar that very night after this prayer night. We were going to leave his home group by about 7 o'clock. And we were there. And we had a great time, and there's me, and I hadn't done any stuff, and I'm sitting on the floor singing with this bloke playing the guitar. And you could see the presence of God was all around us. You didn't have to put a big sign up, you could tell. The presence of God was all around us. And so we went home. When we went home, I went in, and one of my sons, the second son I think, he says to me, Dad, he said, you ain't been gone long. And he said, and that man rang. He said that you done a quote for a rock wall, Dad. And he said his name's Mark Gibbs, and he said he's from Sydney, and you know that house that you quoted up in the rang, and he said he wants you to do the job. And I said, oh, will it be? And I looked in my quote book, and it was the only job in that book that I'd quoted for, and I couldn't do without a machine. And I'd seen a machine, and I'm praying for it, and God, so I said, look, here's the job. It was a $50,000 rock job. I said, there's the job, we've got nothing to do with it, now we're going to do now. We're going to go order. Well, we didn't, we just said, he said he'd let us have it, we pay later. We built the wall. And the net effect was 35,000. I mean, God's a good God. So I want it, and that my late wife, she'll laugh if, you know, up in there, she'll laugh about this because she said, you know, Keith, you know, you can't stop these prayers when God's want to work in your life. Hey, that was granted that within an hour that night. Within 1 hour. It doesn't always happen for me. I'm not saying I'm special. I mean, I've been waiting a long time for some things. But some things happen. God knows. So I just want to encourage you in your prayer life. Just believe. Only believe. Only believe. God bless you. So let's put that up. And if you do want prayer, come and we'll join together and pray together. And God will come through. I guarantee God will come through. Let me pray for you. You know, I'll tell you what, God's going to honour you. This love. God's going to honour you. God wants you to know, you know, God wants you to know that this is a narrow walk. He wants you to know that His ways are higher than your ways, and His thoughts are higher than your thoughts. But He wants you to know it's a narrow road. It's a narrow road. It's a wide road to destruction. It's a narrow road to Him. But He said He's looking for you because He can see that you're looking and walk on that narrow road. And some of you don't always look good. Doesn't always look good. We know that. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, I can see this young man's heart, and I just thank you, Father, you can see his heart. You know, God's eyes go to and fro across the earth, looking who he can stand strong for, so whose heart he can stand strong. And I pray that over my brother. I thank you, Lord God, that you stand strong for him. I pray, Father God, that you stand strong for his heart. That you, Father God, set him on fire, God, in his heart. That, Father God, I thank you for the direction, Father God, that you, Father God, you said that you ordained, Father God, that the steps of a good man are ordained by you. And we pray those steps. Father, I bless his feet. I bless his feet, God, that you take his feet, and Father God, that you take him on that narrow journey, follow straight to you, God. That he follows your heart, in Jesus' name. That Father God, not only does he follow, he belongs, he desires, he wants more, God. We just pray, I come with him, God, and agree. Father God, fill his desires, God. Fill his desires, I pray, Lord, in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. I pray, Father, you touch him afresh. Touch him afresh, God. Touch him afresh, Lord. Touch him afresh. Fresh touch. Fresh touch, Lord. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. We thank you, Father, for living water. Let living water flow. Let living water flow from this belly. In Jesus' name. Let rivers of living water flow. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Just accept that. Just receive that. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Fill this little man, Steve, with your love. With your love. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Just stretch your hands out to this young man. Just agree with us here. We just thank you, Father, for supernatural increase. Lord, we thank you for supernatural increase. For supernatural increase in every way, God, in Jesus' name. In every way, Lord, in Jesus' name. In every way, God, in Jesus' name. We speak over these hands. We call these hands blessed. We call these hands blessed, God, in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name.